Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another dash cam drive through a town in South Carolina today. We're visiting the town of Lane, South Carolina. Lane is located in Williamsburg County. Williamsburg County is a pretty rural county, and as you can probably tell just by our driving into Lane now, that it's a rural place as well. Beautiful white church there on the right side though. And I know I asked one of my recent videos, had some people gathered in the church parking lot there, and one of my recent videos, if you guys like music or me talking about the town and whatnot, and everyone said they'd rather hear me talk about the town. Well, in this video I made a wrong turn trying to get to Kingstree, because Kingstree was next up on my list, as I had to avoid someone on a bike here. And so we ended up going all the way around through Lane. I believe we went past every house in the city, in the town, in this video. So it's going to be a 6-minute drive through a town of less than 500. But that's just what happens sometimes on these dash cam drive-throughs. Remember, it's not a tour of or dash cam drive of. It's a through. And whatever I do while I'm going through, that's what we get on camera. And it just so happened that we're going to spend a lot more time in Lane than was originally forecasted. Anyway, so now that I've yapped already for a minute and a half, let's get into some history on the town of Lane. First off, they don't have a website. And according to Wikipedia, the population at the 2020 census was 480. That is down from 585 in 2000. And really, the Wikipedia page hasn't been updated with the 2010 or the 2020 stats, so there's nothing I can really even share as far as that goes. It is a 4-square-mile town, and I promise you we crossed about all 4 square miles of it in this video. It is about dead center in Williamsburg County, but on the not dead center on the bottom of the border, I should say. It's not dead center in the county, but on the bottom of the county, just above Berkeley County. Okay, it says, I'm reading straight from Wikipedia. It says, Lane is a farming community between the Santee and Black River basins. It was established in 1856. Actor Robert Mitchum's father, James Mitchum, was from Lane. The town is bisected by the north-south CSX train line. Located in a rural setting, Lane is situated at a short distance southeast of the intersection of US 552 and 521. The water provided by a modern municipal system from groundwater sources was named the best drinking water by the South Carolina Rural Water Association in 1990. Well, that's pretty cool. I hope they've updated it since 1990, because if they haven't, then, still going off their reputation. Because if they haven't, then guess what? That drinking water probably ain't the best anymore. Hope they didn't get complacent. But that's still pretty cool. And a lot of times in towns like Lane, you don't hear good things about stuff like utilities, drinking water, and whatnot. So that's good. Also, I do want to point out the 585 that was in 2000, I said was down, was actually the peak of the town in its history. The previous peak, well, it only goes back to 1920, but on Wikipedia, but the previous high was 1950 with 580, so really Lane is holding steady with its population for about 100 years now. So it's kind of like frozen in time, and quite honestly, when you drive through it, and honestly, Williamsburg County in general, other than Kingstree, which we'll get to soon, nice church again, the whole county honestly seems like it's frozen in time a little bit. Look at this Tesla up here on the left going through Lane. I did not expect to see that, but I did. But Teslas are honestly, you see a lot more of them than you used to, for sure. And that's not a political statement. I'm just saying it used to be a thing to be like, wow, there's a Tesla. Nowadays, it's like, oh, it's Tesla. Looks like they might have a Facebook page. They have a festival. I believe it's called the Stag Festival. I saw a sign for it when I was in St. Stephen one time. Yep, that's what it is. I'm not sure what a Stag Festival is, but we'll try to figure it out. Mayor Charlie Fulton started in 2006. What is a Stag Festival? I'm not sure, and the article doesn't really describe it. They had a fish fry, though, so, and they crowned a Miss Stag. But anyway, guys, that was Lane, South Carolina. We'll have some more videos coming soon.